there. So we're live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube as of now. Hot damn. Let's see what we got. Let's hit the refresh on this one and see what we got. And load the stuff. There it is, right there. YouTube as of. All right. Haha. All too cool. Maybe it'll work well for the other show I do. I'm ecstatic about that. Oh, I need to get this over, and I did forget to do something else here. So I've got one more thing I got to get set up here, and just babble away for a moment while I get this set up. What are we at? We're on 535. It's a palindrome. Palindrome show. Palindrome, palindrome, palindrome. Palindrome. That's it. It's pronounced palindrome. Palindrome, I think. Palindrome, something like that. I don't know. It's one of those things where the numbers both the beginning and the end. Gotta get my oops, wrong thing here. Yes, yes, yes. Lots of things. That's cool. I am ecstatic that I'm actually live to all three places for the first time ever. After trying it for several weeks and still not getting it to work. You know, it's just one of those things. And we get this. We gotta get the backup recording device set up though for those that follow the show on just the podcast, so that they can have everything working. But that's not the right one. Damn it. I need to do this with it. There we go. Talking now. Okay, that's working. That's working like it's supposed to. All right, and we need to get this applied and this applied and one more sound equalizer equalizer applied. Get that, get that saved, this done, save, and start the backup recording device. Off we go. Let's make sure everything's working.
Squirrel!
Uh-oh.
Squirrel!
Oh, we gotta get that just in volumes here.
Squirrel! Squirrel!
Okay, it's working. Just seems like it's recording low for some reason. Oh, main mix. Main mix is down.
Squirrel!
That's a little better. Now we gotta adjust this other volume. Get that one up there.
Squirrel!
Yeah, get a little more on it.
Squirrel!
That's better. Now we can adjust that level down.
Squirrel!
And bring that one down a little further.
Bullshit!
Yep, that's right. Okay, dokie. Bring that down. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, we are almost there as we pull closer to the time. Well, we're still 13 minutes out. Running a little smoother than I expected. I am grateful for that, though. I am really. Sound effect is good. Just you are quiet. I'm quiet? Well, that's because I'm mumbling here. Yes, that's just me. It's all good, though. Let's get that set up over there where I can actually watch it. Get that there, that there. And let's see what we got there. Let's go back here and check this settings here. And we got, I have no idea what's on Facebook. Do I have any Twitchers? Twitchy people? No Twitchies. I don't know. Hey, there's one viewer on Twitch. Oh, that's cool. I don't know. We got people on Twitch. So we can now multi-stream to multi-platforms. I may have to, I'll have to go create myself a new channel on Odyssey for this and go to some of the other platforms I've got accounts, and now that I'm getting this figured out, I'll just add in more stuff. Let's start with the basics though. We've got the basics going here right now. And well, that's interesting. What happened there? Oh, that's what happened. I paused it by accident. Let's try hit a refresh here and see how it loads. All right, we're still 12 minutes out. I've got lots of time. Lots and lots of time. How about we play a little music while we're counting down? How about we go with this one?
All week long you've been working hard in the factory or the shipyard. At construction you are employed. The weekend's here, now you're overjoyed with thoughts of a boisterous Saturday night. It's the boys' night to howl, and the girls' night to prowl. It's the blue-collar workers' boisterous Saturday night. A chance to let off steam, a chance to holler and scream. It's the blue-collar workers' boisterous Saturday night. You've been longing for that whistle to blow, get out that door, a quick shower, and a fast meal, rev up the car and make her wheels squeal, headed for a boisterous Saturday night. It's the boys' night to howl, and the girls' night to proud. It's the blue-collar workers' boisterous Saturday night. A chance to let off steam, a chance to holler and scream. It's the blue-collar workers' boisterous Saturday night. All night long you will sing and dance. If you get lucky, you'll find romance. Drink too much of that, I'm sure. Wake next morning with your head so sore. All caused by
Put that in the chat box.
a boisterous Saturday night. It's
Still can hardly hear me.
the howl,
Talk.
and the girls' night to proud. It's the blue-collar workers' boisterous Saturday night. A chance to let off steam, a chance to holler and scream. It's the blue-collar workers' boisterous Saturday night. It's the boys' night to howl, and the girls' night to proud. It's the blue-collar workers' boisterous Saturday night. A chance to let off steam, a chance to holler and scream. It's the blue-collar workers' boisterous Saturday night. Lord, it's the blue-collar workers' boisterous Saturday night. Saturday night. Lord, it's the blue-collar workers.
All right, we're going to do some guessing here on Twitch and see what the volumes are on these different platforms here. Let's start with the Facebook. Start with the basics though. We got the basics going. Oh, well, Facebook is way behind the curve on me. Facebook is really slow. For some reason it's still in the 12-minute mark, and I'm down to 8 minutes now. So let's see if I reload the Facebook one, if it catches right up. We want to see what we got, and then start that playing. What the volumes are on these different platforms here. Let's start with. We want to see what we got, and then start that playing. Facebook seems to be working just fine. Twitch is working. I know YouTube's working. At least I think it is. Let's hear the volume on YouTube, and then start that playing. What the volumes are on these different platforms. It seems to be okay for me. All right, so well, hopefully you know, I start talking up at my normal volume levels, everything will be fine. We've got 7 minutes to go till showtime. We have 3 or 4 minutes away till the primary music to get us all boosted and rolling. But hey, we're rocking and rolling here. We're twitching away. Twitch, twitch, twitch. All right, so we're going to see how all this comes together for a multi-stream. Now that I've figured out something that actually works, I'm really quite ecstatic about that. After several attempts to pull this nightmare together. And when I got it all up there, I wasn't even sure it was going to come together and work. So we shall see. Yes, we shall. I'll sit here and play with some others. Hody, hody, ho. Hidey, hidey, ho. Lordy, lordy, lordy. We got lots of things happening. Pull that up. We need that. We've got, this is actually working, and it does seem like the volume's off a little bit on some things for some strange unknown reason. That's just the headphones. That's the main mix. That's that mix. Yeah, well, we'll just leave it. And I pick up my voice up and I start talking from the proper channels of my throat and diaphragm and blah-de-blah. I get all the proper levels into my microphone. But when I'm just sitting there mumbling to myself and I start blah, 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 I'm more or less talking to myself. Blah, blah, blah. We don't want no more blah, blah, blah. That's the new thing that's out there on the things. Still quiet? Well, how about if I do this? Is this still quiet for you? Yes or no? How about now? Yeah, that's it. Okay, I need to take a look at this settings here, because I am using a new streaming platform. Oh, it's on the wrong device. How about this? There we go. Does that work better? Better. Let's see. No, don't down mix to audio or to mono. Seems like we're not recording in stereo. I bet I'm not going through multiple channels here. That would be irritating if that's what's happening here. I've only got 3 mics to choose from. It's not giving me other options here. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, it's time. It's time for some good music, bad singing. Off we go.
To know your story, don't even
I know
have
what the problem is.
In the search for glory, gone with them sacred rules of old. They went missing down Highway 49. Devil's at the crossroads, sitting doing time. Preacher man discovered, passed down from saint to sage, like a kind-hearted lover who's been lost on this stage. Went missing down Highway 49. Devil's at the crossroads, sitting doing time. Come on now.
got going on here? Okay, my backup recording device is frying on me for some reason. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's back. All right. Well, I got to get this started real quick. There we go. And see if it will actually start recording again for me, because I need this to be recording. Let's go here and start recording. Please record. There it is. Okay, my backup recording device is recording. It is time to go live. Let's get this show off and running. Away we go. La-da-da. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for WordPress plugins A to Z, not Z.
Taking off with Irresistible plugins for WordPress. It's episode 535. And we have plugins for product upsells, warranties, user logouts, and ClassicPress options, all coming up on WordPress plugins from A to Z. WordPress. It's the most popular content management and website solution on the internet. And with over 80,000 plugins to choose from, how do you separate the junk from the gems? Join us for a weekly, unrehearsed conversation about the latest and greatest in WordPress plugins. This is WordPress plugins from A to Z. Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you happen to be hiding out there on the globe today. Coming to you direct from the Brewery Overlook in beautiful Victoria, British Columbia, and broadcasting live on multiple platforms for the first time ever on this show. It's just a all-around grand feature happening today. And of course, unfortunately, we don't have Amber on the show today, so all by myself. She had such a rough moving. She wasn't able to get her computers fully set up and functioning again for this week. She will be back next week, folks. I almost virtually guarantee it if I have to go over there and set her computer up myself. All right. So we got some really great plugins for you today. Just want to say, it's an all new year. Happy New Year's to everybody. For those of you that, like me, celebrated on October 31st, it's the best time to celebrate the new year. And we're heading into some hope for the new future. Also, to let all my listeners out there know that managed to get this show before tomorrow morning, I will be a guest host on WP Tonic tomorrow morning. So if you want to hear more of me, tune in to WP Tonic, where we get to talk all things WordPress and a WordPress roundtable. I haven't been on that show in probably 4 or 5 years, so it'll be quite interesting. And I'm really happy that they invited me back. So after that, that's really all I have for a bit of an intro today. Let's go ahead and... I don't have to get off the soapbox, do I? Anyway, let's go ahead with some news.
Please, can everybody be quiet? Please be quiet. Shut up! Thank you. And now the WordPress news with John Overall.
And absolutely, it's with me this week. We don't have Amber. All right, so I've only got a few articles of news for you. And the first ones I've got for you here is an article on 8 ways to automate your WordPress blog with artificial intelligence. And this is a really interesting article. They've got taking you to some different websites and talking about using AI to help you do your searches for creating your articles, your blog topics. Some of what we used to call article spinners, they're now calling AI, which I'm pretty sure it amounts to the exact same thing, where they used a algorithm. You'd throw some words at it and it would throw sentences together, and about 70% of the time they wouldn't sound like a machine, but the other 30% you absolutely knew a machine wrote it. And I'm willing to bet it's still a bit like this, but I thought this was an interesting one because now the focus is on AI and keywords and engaged content and whatnot. Could be an interesting thing. If you're doing blogging or you're trying to do marketing or something, this might be something for you to go dig into and look at. So this is a good article to check out and get a good start on finding that information out. Next article I've got for you here is an article about should you really be writing your content inside the WordPress editor window? And my automatic answer is no, you shouldn't. I used to think you should, or you could, and do it well, but that was years ago. And I learned the hard way that even though WordPress now has those supposed local backups and, it's auto draft saving and stuff, it doesn't always work. And so my best thing that I've always suggested is you set yourself up with a local editor on your computer. I use Word myself. You could use any of the other OpenOffice documents that actually do constantly back that document up as you're typing it. And so if it crashes, you open it up, it says, hey, we got a document you didn't finish. Do you want to restore it? That's what I would highly recommend you do with it. But it is an interesting article to go through and talk about some of the ways to do that and some of the ideal editors to work with. And the actual talk about distraction-free writing, which is something that just annoys me to no end, that they made that default in WordPress and that it defaults to the screen where everything's hidden. It's like, really? No, I want all that other stuff. If I didn't want it, I would turn it off. For some reason, they figured the majority of the people wanted it all turned off, but turned out not so much. All right. Next item here is there is a career summit, a WordPress career summit coming in January, I believe, if the website will load. It's like a job fair. It's coming in April of 2022. It's going to be a session for job seekers, employers, little rooms and other stuff. They got sponsors. I don't know if this is going to be a in-person live event or just something they're going to do online. According to this, they're in the early stages of planning, but I thought it would be interesting if this is something that interests you or somebody that might be interested. You might kick them this article and say, hey, go check this out, contact the people doing this and see what they can do. All right, and the final little piece of news I have, for those of you that like to be on the bleeding edge of technology, make sure you go check out WordPress 5.8.2. Release Candidate 1 is out. So our next iteration of WordPress, which is expected to be out in the first couple weeks of December as usual, just in time for screwing up your holiday sales, your last minute holiday sales anyway, is this. They've got a lot of changes coming down the pike on it. I haven't read through them all or kept up with them, but there's a lot of changes that are coming, and some of them will be impacting the editors and the blocks and the other bits and pieces inside the Gutenberg. I would highly recommend, if you run a critical website during the holidays, do not let it auto upgrade to this. Make sure you have all auto upgrades turned off, period, so that nothing gets auto upgraded during a critical time period. It's okay unless it's a critical security patch. And if you're paying attention, you'll get the news quick enough to make those updates. So at any rate, go check this out, find out what's in it and what's expected, and a little more on when the release date is on this. So that's all the news I've got for us this week here. I do want to go into and talk about, and we like to do this right up at the front. We like to acknowledge those that support the show. We start by playing this.
It's time to donate to WP Plugins A to Z.
Alrighty, we like to acknowledge those who support the show with their time, talent, and treasure. And we start off by talking about the talent, because WP Plugins A to Z is one of the very few podcasts out there that changes our artwork every single episode. We put new artwork out there for everyone to see and enjoy. Now, for a long time, I was doing the art myself, and of course, I'm no fantastic artist or creativity in many aspects, but I can take photos, so I was basically showing off my own personal photos until I ran out of all the good ones and had to start using stock photography. And we put out a call asking for artists to help support us. And there's some folks out there that have been answering that call on a regular and continuous basis. Hopefully they don't burn out creating art for us. This week here, we want to recognize the art that came into us from Greg's Graphics. And it's a really cool piece of art. It's a classic, looks like it might be a B-52 bomber. I'm not sure what era it is, definitely World War II era plane. It might even just be a jet. I don't know my planes very well, but it's a really cool one. I like how he took the WordPress logo, threw it onto the plane, put ours on the top, up on the nose, right up there where the nice looking girlies used to be during that era. So, and then of course he gave it some classic fonts, which I kind of like. It's really kind of cool. So thanks a lot, Greg. I really appreciate your work on the art. And for the other artists out there, we do have a few other pieces of art out there that come in, and we've got the art gallery that you can go check through and see the art that's been submitted over the last couple of months. We got 36 pieces of art in the current gallery, and we've got, about 100 pieces of art to go into the gallery. I have been contacted by someone who's looking like they might help with the art gallery. He gets back to me. I will be happy to get him in there and start working it. And that's the other part of what we recognize here is those that help us with their time. And time can be helping us out with the gallery, creating artwork for the show, what Charlie does for the show with the contest. And there's other little aspects of things that just are for the show. They don't make us any money. But we do need support from the show, you, the producers of the show. And in the final bit, we like to acknowledge those that support us with their treasure. And we have a section in here where we give out an executive producer credit for anyone who donates $50 or more per week. It's a valid credit. You can use it anywhere credits are good. Be an executive producer at WP Plugins A to Z show. Unfortunately, we don't have anyone at that rate right now, but we do have a few people that still come in with a couple of bucks here, a couple of bucks there, once a month, once every other week, just a few bucks here and there. It's just say, hey, thank you. I appreciate that you acknowledge that this show is a value for value show where we give you value, you give us a little value back. So thank you very much to everyone out there. And if you do want to support the show, if you want to submit artwork, just go to wppluginsaToZ.com/artwork to submit artwork to the show. You want to donate money, funds, just go to wppluginsaToZ.com/donate to do that. Alrighty. This is it. This is where we wander off to the point that everyone shows up here for. And that is our trip down into the depths of plugin depravity. Alrighty, what we've got for you this week. ClassicPress options. It's quiet this week on the ClassicPress front. We had some stuff last week, so go look at last week's show notes. So we'll just skip right over that. And it's probably going to be a shorter show today than usual. And, before I head down into these plugins here, I just realized I've got a couple of comments here from Hemdian. Let me go ahead and get these. So Hemdian's commenting on the art news article there about the writing your posts. He writes his posts in Word. Then once spell checked and grammar checked, he just selects copy all and pastes it into a new WordPress page. That's pretty much what I do. Although sometimes I'll paste it into a text block to remove the background HTML code from Word, because sometimes that stuff gets copied across, especially if I've done some really strange things, which I'm really good at. So yeah, it's the best thing to do. And then he's got another one. Gutenberg is smart enough to make each paragraph a separate block and to retain basic formatting. Oh, cool. Well, that's nice to know. Alrighty. Sooner or later, I'm going to have to dig into Gutenberg. I know it's coming. I'm being drug into it, kicking and screaming as usual. But that's the way life works sometimes. All right, onward, forward with the plugins. First one I've got for you here today is beautiful product offers for WooCommerce. Okay. Did I just lose my internet? I by godly did. My whole internet just crashed. What the hell happened here? All right. Oh, that's spinning away. According to my computer, I've lost my internet. All right. Network error, try again. Facebook, try again. Okie dokie. Gutenberg is smart enough. Oops. Oops. Hey, can I still be heard out there on YouTube lands? Let's see what we got here. Oh. Yeah. Okay, so I'm still streaming, but my internet's crashed. Okay. This is bizarre. This is ultimately bizarro. According to my computer, I'm not connected to the internet. Let's see what happens here. Something's working. Still seeing and hearing, but I can't get to any web pages. This is so utterly bizarre. Why does something's gone wrong here? I miss the days when I could just get to the pieces I needed for fixing this. Okay, hang on, let me go pull something. All right, well, I'm just going to finish the recording out, and I just won't be able to talk. I've got the plugins here. I won't be able to showcase the windows on them, and I'll just have to go on my bits and pieces of notes. Okay, the first plugin I've got here, because I'll have to trim and cut this chunk out of the show. Won't be too hard to find it. All right, back to the plugins. Let's get going. All right, the first plugin I've got this week is Beautiful Product Offers for WooCommerce. Now, this plugin, the title belies what it actually does. You know, product offers, you think it's sort of beautifying, but what this plugin is designed to do is to allow you to set up packages of products for upselling. They hit the main product, and then underneath you say, hey, if you buy this shirt to go with that hoodie, we'll give you a discount on that shirt you're going to buy, on this shirt you're going to buy. So it's something that sets up like this. They've got both a free and a premium version of the plugin. It's a pretty decent item, and it looked like a really good plugin, one to go check out, and one that might help your store if you've got multiple types of items that you want to sell together in packages and groups. Help boost up your sales, and away you go. So you can go check that one out. It is Beautiful Product Offers for WooCommerce, and I give it a 4 dragon rating. The next one I have for you is Digital Warranty Card Generator for WooCommerce. And one of the things that's happening there is that this one here, what it does is it allows you to generate warranty cards, digital warranty cards that you can put as add-ons to your products in WooCommerce. And this allows you to either upsell a warranty or offer a warranty with your product included. One of those nice little features to help, improve the not security, what's the word I'm looking for? The one that would help people fix that. Not fix it, but they feel better about your product. Help them feel better about your product because you're offering up a warranty. Another really great plugin, and I probably would have more to talk about if I could see the plugin listings, because my notes were pretty short today because I was relying on those plugin listings to get me through on it. At any rate, let's talk about the final plugin I've got here for you today. It's called User Logout Force. And it's like me thinks, how does Yoda say that? Try, not try. I can't remember Yoda saying. They've got the words all backwards on here, basically. It should be Force User Logout. This is a plugin that you put in, and what it allows you to do is it allows you to help clean up security on your website by forcing all the users on the site to be logged out of the site in one smooth motion. You can also set it up so that after a specific period of non-active time, they get automatically logged out. You can also completely lock them all out except for a specific administrator. Say you've got some administrative tasks you need to do, and sometimes you don't want other people logged into the site while you're doing those administrative tasks. This one here is the one that I thought could be pretty useful in that aspect, to just lock out all users, put up a notice and say, hey, look, we're going down for this period of time. You won't be able to log into the site until all these administrative tasks are done, and this plugin can actually do that for you. Lock everyone out until you're done, and then let them back in. Anyway, those are the 3 plugins I have this week. I don't have too much else. It's going to be a very short show today, and somehow, accordingly, I'm still streaming. Do or do not. There is no try. Thanks, Hamdian. That's what I was trying to do. Do or do not. There is no try. Yeah. At any rate, that covers up all the plugins I've got this week. I don't have any questions or feedback or, Q&A segment with Amber because we just don't have it. We don't have any contest, but I have decided there is a Christmas contest coming. And that Christmas contest is going to be a pretty decent prize, I think. It's going to be a year of free hosting at johnoverall.com. And that contest, I think we'll get it pulled together and launch it right around American Thanksgiving or Black Friday, whatever it's called. And we'll get that contest launched there. And we'll be offering up a year of free hosting from WP Plugins 8. Or not WP Plugins giving away, but that free hosting comes from johnoverall.com. So, other than that, I covered up in this episode the beautiful product offers for WooCommerce, which I gave a 4 to, the digital warranty card generator, which I gave a 4 to, and the user logout force, which I gave a 4 to. All right, there's still nothing in the works for meetups. If you'd like to be on an interview show with me, simply connect through the links in the show notes or go to wppluginsa2z.com/interview to do that out. Other than that, that's really all I've got going on today. It's just one of those days where some things were going very well and then other things not so well. And the fact that I'm not even entirely certain my computer thinks I'm not connected to the web, but somehow, according to the YouTube thing, it's still streaming to YouTube. So something got upset. I probably should have rebooted my machine before I started all this stuff. And I haven't rebooted the machine in over a week. At any rate, that's all I've got for you now. Take care. Bye-bye. Well, I'm going to let my girl take us out of here. Then I'll give it a full close. All right. Take us on out, girl.
Reminders for the show. All show notes can be found at wppluginsa2z.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the newsletter for more useful information delivered directly to your inbox. WP Plugins A to Z is a show that offers honest and unbiased reviews of plugins created by developers because you support the show. Help keep the show honest and unbiased by going to wppluginsa2z.com/donate and set the donation level that fits your budget. Help us make the show better for you by subscribing and reviewing the show at Stitcher Radio, Google Play, and in the iTunes Store. You can also leave us a review on our Facebook page using wppluginsa2z.com/Facebook. You can also watch the show live on YouTube, check out the screencasts and training videos, and remember to subscribe and hit the bell to get notifications of all new videos. Follow the show on Twitter at WPPluginsA2Z. John can also be reached at his website, johnoverall.com, or email him directly, john@wppro.ca. Thanks for joining us and have a great day.
Thanks for listening to the show. This show is copyright by johnoverall.com. So until next time, have yourselves a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you happen to be out there on the globe today.
Alrighty. Well, I have no idea. This is just for the YouTube channel. I have no idea how in the world the stream to YouTube is still up. I've lost the Twitch stream. I seem to have lost the Facebook stream. You know, I don't know if those are still working. My phone's acting oddball here. It's like it keeps telling me that the Wi-Fi's down and the Wi-Fi's up. It's like my internet's just being bizarre. One of those things, man. I've got magic working in the background somehow. But I did my backup recording device. It's got the show, which goes into everything in it. Yep, that's what I've been told. My mic's only left channel for some reason, and I can see that. It's one of those odd things. That won't be what goes out to things here. Let me see if I can play with that for a moment. Let's switch this back to mic. I get nothing. If I go to this one, I still get one channel according to this. Stream track, record tracks. How about if I add audio monitoring? No. How about if I mix it down? How about now? Let's see if it goes now. I just made a switch in here. And let's see if I've got both channels now. Give that the 30-second delay it needs to reach everyone. How about if I pop it into the chat? Let's see what we got here. Let's play a couple of things here. Oh, that one seems to be on 2 channels. How about now? Is it in full stereo now? Yes, yes, and yes. Okay, perfect. All right, so we solved the problem. I had a bad setting. It's like this is my first time using the OBS for this show. I was using it for my other show, but it was actually working okay there, but I had to make a lot of changes today to get the multi-streaming out. And it seemed to work for a little while, but then Murphy went, yeah, no, buddy, guess what? Murphy's here to play. He's having a good old day. And he's going to make things go really weird for you just because he can. Anyway, though, that's all I've got, folks. I do like to end with some Days of Thunder because, I don't know, it makes me feel good. And after that, we're going to call it a show.
These are the days of thunder. We're gonna make time stand still. A quarter after midnight, and I'm watching the wall. Sometimes I feel so uptight, I just can't sleep at all. Every day doing the same old thing, we're losing time. The weekend comes, we gotta have some fun and rewind. These are the days of thunder. We're gonna make time stand still. We gotta feel the hunger, hanging over the edge just to taste the thrill. I feel the rope tightening, choking off our air. We need to grab some lightning. Friday's almost here. Caught in a web, we need to cut this thread. We're hanging by. Where is it said you have to be half dead to survive? These are the days of thunder. We're gonna make time stand still. We gotta feel the hunger, hanging over the edge just to taste the thrill. These are the days of thunder. We're gonna make time stand still. We gotta feel the hunger, hanging over the edge just to taste the thrill. These are the days of thunder. We're gonna make time stand still. We gotta feel the hunger, hanging over the edge just to taste the thrill.
I've got. In case everyone's there, my chat went down, so all I have left is a voice. But that's all I've got for you now. Take care. Bye-bye.
Adios, mofo.